Welcome back, fellow geeks. Now, this is the third installment of This Week in 3D Printing, and as the past 2 weeks, it will not disappoint. This week in the news, you have the release of Battlefield, and they've released how they've achieved such high quality, great, deep, beautiful graphics for the latest installment of the Battlefield series, Battlefield 1. Also, learn how you can purchase a Zortrax M200 for $1. Yes, that is correct, $1. Also, we discuss how Reebok's coming back into the US market with their latest shoes, the Liquid Speed, and how those are 3D printed. Now, to find out more, stay tuned. First off this week, Reebok started to make a comeback in the US with its latest shoes, Liquid Speed. The shoe has a printed outer sole that is printed flat, then folds when laced to form to the wearer's foot. Former NASA engineer and Reebok head of future said, "The futuristic manufacturing process eliminates the use of a mold, one of the most time-consuming and costly parts of current sneaker construction." He goes on to say that the shoe's manufacturing has not changed in nearly 30 years, and that if you were to walk into a shoe factory 30 years ago, it would not be any different than it currently is today. And the reason that shoes cost so much currently is because of the costly molds required to manufacture the shoes. This new Reebok shoe has sparked a new line for Reebok and seems to be the start of something very awesome and some new shoes manufactured process that Reebok plans to roll out. There are currently only 300 pairs of the Liquid Speed available, which are priced at $190 roughly. So, the cost savings of eliminating the mold has not made it up to the consumer market yet, but as time moves on, we'll see if this change and lack of mold changes the price to lower in the current shoe economy. Next up, if you are a game nerd like myself and have started playing the latest installment of the Battlefield series, Battlefield 1, you've heard it has received great reviews in many aspects of the game, from the story series, multiplayer, and many more different aspects of it. But this article looks at the way the amazing graphics were created. Bet you know how. The Battlefield series has been known for the graphics generated by developer DICE, but the way they generate these graphics is not exactly a new method. These graphics are generated by a process called photogrammetry. Photogrammetry uses a series of photos to capture an object, then is imported into a third-party program where it is converted into a point cloud, then is imported as a high-density, high-resolution mesh, then further rendered. Photogrammetry is a long process, so I will not bog down this video with a very in-depth how-to, but I recommend you looking it up, as it is a very fascinating process. Now, to complete this process, DICE sent out photographers around the world to various locations in the game with a Canon 6D to take as many photos from as many angles as they could to fully capture landscapes and sceneries before returning to the digital process of generating the game graphics. Now, this is not a new process for EA, as the same has been done for other games like Star Wars Battlefront and The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, and the soon-to-be released Resident Evil 4. Now, the results are truly amazing, and the reason this type of graphic generating process is taking off is due to the limited computer resources required to generate such deep, beautiful graphics, which is allowing game developers to spend more time on other aspects of the game, as characters, weapons, and even AI. Now, as all other companies have released brand new printers this year, Zortrax is doing the same with the release of their M300. Now, as working with different 3D printing companies, I've had the pleasure of using the Zortrax M200 and love the simplicity and the high detail these printers get. Now, unlike all the other companies that have released brand new printers this year, Zortrax has done something very special, and you can currently buy the Zortrax M200 for $1. Now, if you thought you can get the entire M200 for just $1, you are wrong. The $1 is an additional add when you purchase their promotional pack of materials, which costs $3,734.30. Now, this is 87 spools of filament, including the Z Ultrac, Z Hips, Z Pet G, Z PC ABS, and Z Glass. Now, this is a lot of filament, and 26 of those spools are most likely going to be the Z ABS in a variety of colors, from the blue, red, yellow, gray, it goes on. But the ability to purchase 87 spools of filament and get a Zortrax for an additional $1 is truly amazing. If you are an engineering or architectural or even a 3D print shop, this is a truly great buy, as that's about 1 year's supply of filament, and with the additional add of a $1 Zortrax M200. Now, these are really great machines, and in all of my time using them and running maintenance and setups, they are very simple, very easy to use with very high quality, but it does run you a price. So getting this $1 M200 is truly a great deal if you are a firm or company looking at getting a full year's worth of filament at one shot. Now, I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to comment below, and if you've enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, as it really does help me out. Now, if you have any suggestions for future videos, or you know something going on in the news before it breaks, always feel free to comment below, shoot me an email at chrisbrown@3dpgeek.com. Until next week, thank you.